Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to As We Descend, or welcome back to it if you caught my previous coverage of the game. I've been letting it cook for a bit. It's got a couple of big updates, and I figured it's a good time for me to dive back in. I don't have anything going on right now. Ooh, win a run without challenging expeditions, win a run without letting any units die. Okay, did I already get that? I guess, yeah, we did actually manage to pull that off. Okay. So yeah, haven't played this in a while, has gotten some changes. So I think last time I played the votive. Do we want to try something different? I think so. I think this is where you unlock like new character abilities. Start each run with emergency power on, allowing you to use the market. Ooh. Immediately. So these are different perks that I can get that will... How do I tell if something is activated or deactivated? Okay, so this is for sure activated. What about this one? I don't know. I'm going to turn those on, but I might not play as them because we have the guild origin this time. So key traits, shock and flow and rune. Okay. Yeah, let's try a different group than the last time I played. So take stagger every turn, shock detonates 10 plus stacks, dealing damage equal to stacks times 2, counts down every turn. Interesting. Sure. So if you haven't seen this before, it is a roguelike deck builder, but instead of your standard like Slay the Spire format, you are instead defending a kind of your city instead, and you have got a squad of units that you're moving back and forth tactically. It's neat. I really enjoy it, and yeah, it's I guess been out in early access for a little while, and they did actually drop the price. I think it was originally a $30 game. They've bumped it down to $20, which I know upset some people, but I get it. Sometimes just the original price is too high and you gotta drop it down. It'd be nice if they gave perks to people who had bought it before, but yeah. Lantern Researcher. The Lantern Researcher is deep in his studies. More relics from the past. Time for you to take on a field apprenticeship. Draft a new unit. Ooh, so I can get somebody different. Shock Technician, Efficient Technician, Helpful Technician. So these are all kind of the same, except for their final perk, it looks like. Yeah, they all have the same stats, but... So, draft this card to find out its name. So, apply Shock 5. Apply 4 Barrier to the Lantern. And then if I have Maximum Flow bonus, also apply Resonant Echo. Repeat your next Lantern card. So that's kind of good, but expensive. And then apply Attack bonus 2. Increase attack power. Ooh. That's extremely good. It might have a limited number of uses per fight. I do like the attack bonus, but considering shock is interesting. Do I want to go for shock? Deal damage, apply shock, reposition. Yeah, let's go for a shock technician. It seems most appropriate for this group. Okay, so now, one other thing, if you haven't seen this before, is that you are, you actually have a city management phase where you can apply units to the city to do various actions and unlock things. So you can deploy an expedition, forces along with 6 scavengers to scavenge for supplies. Otherwise, I could go to the market plaza for a chance encounter, here to rest at the tavern, potentially heal one of my guys. Can't restore the reactor. I could upgrade a unit action. I could unlock a unit perk, draft an action. But I can't take my envoy over here. Well, I might as well throw an envoy into the market plaza, see what I can get. New location discovered. Tinkerer. A shop with strange knickknacks from a bygone time. The charming Tinker is delighted to make your acquaintance. Let's see. Sure. Useless charm, seemingly useless antique. I can upgrade it later and use it. Okay. What is this envoy? I could throw them into the market plaza if I want to. It's not a bad idea. Because I don't think I have anything else I could do at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to just do double market plaza, see what happens. Your units are training under the mentor's watchful eye. One of them is slacking, but the other lacks skill. Who would you rather focus on? So draft a perk for Technician or a perk for Ranger. Motivate the slacker. Or, okay. I actually check Codex, map, my forces. So we could give a perk for this character. Or this one. Damage, damage, shock. What does this mean? Matching flow bonus. Bonus becomes active when you have flow equal to the flow cost of this. Interesting. Let's save our money for now. Perk for the technician. So, Scrounger. Bonus 2 for the next scavenge when sending... Ooh, so that's more money. When this switches zones, it gains Fading Armor 1. Or, whenever you target this with a card, gain Fading Attack 1. I think I'm going to go for Scrounger, because that's going to give us just consistent resources, which we are going to need. Okay, so we can do Ancient Manuscript, or we can do a Reactor Rod. We can do both of these, I suppose. So let's start with the manuscript and see what we get. I'll be sending my technicians in because we want that. So, attack intent lob will hit a unit in the support zone. Always misses if no units are in the zone. So we are going to just toss in the technicians and see how this goes. I wonder how much has changed. So, looks like they're both lobbing for the support zone, which we are currently in. Yeah. Damage, damage and shock, barrier, shock blast. Unfortunately, I don't think I can tell them to move. Makes this trickier. Okay, so how do we increase flow? You used to play combat cards. Oh, I see. So, flow is my overall energy. You can retain this much flow between turns, so we can save up to 5. If we get down to 1 flow, we will do more. See, so I could also toss a card here to stash it for the next turn. Stash pile's empty. Damage and shock. I guess I'm going to do static beam. Hit this one. And then, I suppose I'm just going to hit this one. Then we're going to do flow barrier. Okay, end turn. Because yeah, they're going to take some damage. And that's not great for me. Okay, so we have reposition. Move them up. That's what I was hoping for. So overclock. Resonant echo to the lantern. Might as well... Well... The one thing is, this resource is non-replenishing. Which is a little tricky. I don't think I'm being attacked at all, so let's just end turn. Okay, so they're trying to hit me for 9. We have Crackling Gauntlets, so I can actually do that. If I want to, sure. So they're staggered and will not be hitting me. So I can hit their tendrils. Kind of. I guess I'm just going to explode them. And I don't think we do anything else, because this guy's not attacking me in the slightest. Okay, going for melee. Overclock, Resonant Echo to the Lantern, Shock, Shock Blast. 15 damage plus damage equal to shock. We don't have much, though. Otherwise, I could just do Shock Blast. No, let's just do a pair of static beams. And give ourselves a decent amount of barrier. I appreciate that this gives me auto barrier. That is giving me a... It's helping out. I don't think we do anything else. We just wait. Okay, get him with the crit. Cause him to explode. I like the shock stacking well enough. I'll have to play around with it and see what I can do. Okay, so looting We can get this without spending a single scavenger. So we have a limited pool of scavengers that we can use to grab resources while we're here. This will give me money. This will give me, we don't know. But gives me a rare item. Super Grub, which we actually really like. Grab that, which gives me a lantern card. So rare shows up. Apply barrier for each flow spent. Initiative, draw 3, or 2 barrier and draw 2. Oh, I see. But it's X cost. So initiative, start with this, barrier and draw 2. I think I'm gonna go for power shield. Maybe. The problem is favor is expensive. Alternatively, let's actually go for this one. Oh, we can choose a card to replace. Oh, that's awesome, actually. So in that case, I think I'll get rid of one of the flow barriers. And then we can still give this a shot. 50% chance. Succeeded, we get an artifact fragment. And we get it all. So yeah, the extra... Oh, skip rewards. I thought I grabbed that. I guess not. Oh, so we're drafting a new card. So gain 2, rune, draw card. Return all cards with limited charges from your discard pile to your hand. Discover a lantern card with limited charges added to your hand. I think these have upgrades too. So the upgraded version of that is free. That's draw 2. Go with that one. Okay, and leave. So now I can do Super Grub on this guy, which upgrades a unit action, or here, revive or heal. Enhance this unit. So we can upgrade any number of these. So Overclock Plus adds more Resonant Echo. Shock Bomb, 7 shock. That becomes free. Quick Draw. I think means you just draw another one. More damage and shock, more damage and shock. I'm thinking we go for Improvise. Artifact Fragment, we bring back here. We get a favor. Oh, I might have been able to actually do something with that. Okay. Yeah, we have no force field, so we should probably head for one of these. Let's go for the reactor rod. Bring both guys, though. Because I might as well use them both, see what I can get. The Husk. Heavy plating only receives half stagger from ranged attacks. Devour gains attack bonus every time it attacks. Alright, so Sticky Boy. So I could leave the slot empty for a bonus, but no. I'm not that bold. Also, this guy's kind of tough. Okay, layered defense, lead shot. 6 damage, apply fixation. Your units prioritize attacking this target if possible. Okay, so if I do static beam, then lead shot, then layered defense, or actually flow barrier is a little bit better. Okay, so he's doing melee, so if we don't move, we're good. Let's see. I guess I'm just going to do Crackling Gauntlet. Can't do much with it. Low barrier. Doesn't really matter. And then another lead shot just to hit him. Oh, he did hit me. It looked like he was only aiming at melee, but maybe I was wrong. Draw 2 offensive cards. Let's do an Improvise, see what that gives me. Core Cycler. Discover a card in your draw pile and put it into your hand. Barrier and Gift of Light 1. I do like that. Okay. We don't really know who he's applying it to. We should probably have these guys reposition at some point. Okay, do I do a flow barrier? Yeah. And unfortunately, stunning this sucker is going to be tough. So they're doing 12. Okay, attack intent will hit a unit. So let's move my technicians up. Okay, destroying the shell will break its armor Oh, and reduces stagger resistance. Well, currently don't have any way to hit that. Next turn, maybe. We could hit the nodule, but I think we want to do Crackling Gauntlet, Static Beam, and Shock Bomb. Which I guess just causes him to explode and take a bunch of damage. Cool, I'll take it. Alright. So, grab the reactor rod. So we can go here. Lower chance of success. If you fail them, the item is lost. That's got some money. So I'll have another one of these. I have 8 scavengers. I think we're going to go for this one, see what we get. Steel Monster Bone, we like those. Get some money. And we've got a 12% chance of going into that one. Did not succeed. Okay, so this will let me unlock a unit perk. So Sadism. Whenever an enemy becomes staggered, unit gains attack bonus 1, so that's pretty good. Start of each turn, if this unit has no barrier, gain barrier, or increase barrier received from all sources by 2. I think I'm going to go for that. Like, the other one that gained the attack bonus is very good. I should not besmirch that. Alright, next cycle. So we get all of our units back, and we get some other things. The ancient module will allow the guild technicians to alter the designs of lanterns used in the battle sites. Okay, draft a lantern card. Your item will return to you next cycle. Take item and leave. Let's draft a lantern card. Shock to all enemies, discover, or... What is this? Basic, standard issue rarity. So rare. We already have this? I'm going to go for that, though. And let's swap out another one of these flow barriers. Or static beam? Okay, prepare the defenses. Ready the defenses. Can be put here or here. So draft unit action. We don't really want that. So envoy. We're a little hurt. Encounter buy delayed favor. Search this location. I do have some money, so I could actually go to the market. So we can buy favor. We can buy optic. Permanently remove a unit combat action, so that's very good. Or I could roll the dice on this one. Got it. So magnetic. Always draw a card for this unit each hand if possible. Extra auto attack damage against weak points, or will they have 8 learned cards? Draw an additional card at the start of each turn. So that's actually kind of good. Weak points are kind of tricky to get. Let's go for uncapped. That might not be as useful as I'd like it to be. Forgetting a combat card might have been good too, but eh. I'll buy those. Okay, let's go to the market plaza. I don't think we need healing that bad. So, draft a lantern barrier. Acquire a barrier gizmo. We're working on a new barrier device, but it'll need field testing. Bandit testing? Let's draft a new card. Apply 5 barrier to friendly and all units in zone. 4 barrier to all friendlies, and persistent barrier 1. I think this one. Probably better than just flow barrier. Okay, and let's do forum. See what we get. So randomly acquire a potion. Yeah, let's go for that. Well met, Warden. I believe I have something for you here. So we get a Deathless draw. Deathless 1. Useful, maybe. Okay, Raging Thrasher. Attack bonus whenever it misses an attack. Okay. Stinky, but manageable. Okay, so we kind of want him. He's hitting the guard zone. We don't have reposition, which makes this a little unfortunate for me. And I could do layered defense, which doesn't give me anything. Okay, we still... Okay, we'll hit a unit. Cleave. Oof. Okay, let's do a Resonant Echo. Only do this once, but that gives me a bonus. Then we can do Lead Shot. And then Flow Barrier on this one. Alright, so far so good. We don't take any damage from that. Yeah, unfortunately it's got defense, which is mean. Do reposition. Because we might as well move these guys in the front. The technicians have extra shield gain. Okay, if I do improvise, discover a new card, gain and draw, let's just do divination. Because that way I can grab this other flow barrier. Which I'm going to use on them. Which means now I can do lead shot. Do I want to do the optic? Sure. Admittedly, it just gets me a reposition, which we don't care for. Okay, staggered, which means we got some stuff. Crackling Gauntlet. Stun for an extra turn prevents additional pheromones. Sickle Tail, so that... Go for that. Let's do Quick Draw. Okay, that gets him zapped. And then I think I'm just gonna leave it. We're not gonna take any damage here. And he's on the ground for a little while. So we have Shock Blast. They have no more shock. So why don't we do Shock Bomb? So Sanctuary is quite good. But I think I'm going to do Shock Blast, take out that tail. And then we'll just do that. We don't do as much damage, but we've messed up his tail so he can't do any nasties to me. He's doing 13 cleave on them. Improvise, what do we get? 9 damage, planting 3. Yeah, I'll go for that. Lead shot. And just stack a bunch of that. Yeah, we're doing reasonably well. The damage kind of sucks. Unplayable, ignore. All multiple enemies get an attack bonus 1. Slightly mean. He's also almost dead. Okay, can't really do much else here. Shields go to the wrong character. Slightly rude, but they're almost toast. There we go. Okay, we don't have much for DPS here. So that's something I'll have to work on. Okay, draft a lantern card? Sure. I really like Sanctuary. What is planning 3? Draw an extra card at the start of each turn whenever you play the last card in your hand. Oh, or whenever. Counts down after triggering. So that's a good DPS card. But I really like Sanctuary over Flow Barrier. The onslaught of monsters from the miasma has caused an uproar among the city's quieter factions. The guild argues that they must delve deeper. Oh, I should hide that. Delve deeper into the mysterious fog. The sacrosanct argue for restraint to focus within, so we can acquire an investigator who has a high intelligence or an advocate who has a high charisma. Let's do an investigator. The guild is satisfied with your support, and they've sent one of their investigators to join your cause. Okay, so now I've got some things. Corrupted Core can be brought here, draft a rare unit. Trio of faction leaders bestows a new unit from among their ranks to join your forces. Plenty of warriors in the city clamor for an opportunity to fight alongside your forces. So we can get a Demolisher, who is just big cannon boy. We've used him before. Custodian. Stormblade auto attacks apply shock equal to armor. So good tank, a lot of shock. Move to a guard zone, apply fading armor. 10 damage and apply shock. If shock detonates this way, gain 2 flow. Deal 8 damage, inflict 8 stagger, and then fading attack equal to armor. Or the docent. Whenever you reserve an affliction, banish it, gain 1 flow. So fixation, box of dreams, burning. I actually do really like the docent, but I think I'm going to go with the Valorious Custodian. Because he seems quite good. So we don't actually want to use that. I goofed it earlier. So the question is, are my guys wounded? Yes, they are still wounded. Maybe after we go down. Or that was just a mid-boss. Because I could go here, try and rest at the tavern, heal my guys. I think I could wait at least one more turn before I do. So buy delayed favor. Your ally runs into the mycologist, the local expert of all things fungus. Though an unglamorous job, it's much needed for researching new uses for spores. The mycelium is used for all sorts of practical things, food, fuel, and even clothing. Perhaps you could assist her in her research, or just try a sample. Unlocks a new location. Doesn't look like I can interact with her, though. Might have to wait a turn. So yeah, why don't we go here? Okay, so we can some favor, which we need. What we really need is money. But we have none. Artisan, an unusual gemstone with great potential as either a conduit or a center stone. Use as conduit. If you pass the check, choose a lantern card to upgrade to its enhanced form. Okay, upgrade a combat card. So Sanctuary, Barrier, and Persistent Barrier. Get to use it more. 7 Barrier for each spent. Cheaper. I do like a cheaper Shock Blast. The Sanctuary is fine. Okay. Expedition Force. Let's see what we've got. So we could go here. Amplifier module is extremely good. Yeah. It's going to be a harder fight. I'm like, might pay for that. We will see. Afflictor. Puts afflictions on my deck. Siege attacker. Focus on my lantern. Splash attacker. Well. Yeah, the main question is, do we want to leave the ranger behind? I could. They only do so much damage per turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave them behind. Okay, so we have Armored Advance. What are they doing? Move intent, affliction intent. So we have Valiant Strike, Shock Bomb, Shock Blast. Okay, and let's have them advance. So I think they have to be in front to even do a melee hit anyway. Using reserve on Doom puts in your draw pile. Ignore. Custodian takes damage equal to half its health. Banish this. Don't like that. 15 damage. Oh. Well, we can't apply the shock. I suppose. Just stack a bunch of barrier on that. Okay, so it is doing all friendlies, including the lantern. We can do persistent barrier, which includes that. Perfect. Gain 1, draw 1. Let's go with this. Okay, so we want to do Electro Sword. Which gets him with a stagger. Hit that. And then I don't think we do anything else. Okay, so we have Crackling Gauntlet. Does increase that. And then should be able to hit this, which should proc the shock and do a bunch of damage. Could do a divination. Gonna do that, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. Okay, so they're looking pretty worse for the wear. Gain 1. So what is this? Is this the Custodian? Lantern. Who's Custodian? Oh, this guy. Damage equal to half his health. Banish this. Yeah, I'm just gonna reserve it. We don't care. Good enough. Okay. So recovers to get some of its shield back, but I think we're just in a really good position. And then if I do Electro Sword... Oh, the one problem is Electro Sword costs favor. I think it was still worth it. We kind of demolished that guy. It does mean that I need to work on my favor gain. Pretty hard here. So what do we have? That... Oh, those were free. So, gain energy equal to friendly units in battle. So, I mean, that one's kind of good. I like this. I like these, but anything that costs favor is rough. Let's see. Let's get rid of another flow barrier. I just truly am not using them. So, I have 9 scavengers. I don't know what this is. So I can just do these two and get both of them. But I think I'm going to get that. Some favor. Draft a new combat card. Deal 3 damage times 2 hits. Gain fading armor. Do 13 damage and then deep wound. Yeah, Stormblade auto attacks apply shock equal to armor. So that actually is kind of good. Because yeah, I don't care deeply for this one. Deep Wound is interesting, but we don't do much for Rupture. So yeah, let's go with that. And then 57% chance. I think I'm going to just go with this one. I get a Dream Fruit. Forget or heal. Let's forget something. Okay. Because I don't like Shocking Gauntlet that much. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. Yeah, let's get rid of one of the Crackling Gauntlets. Okay, another expedition. I don't think we took much damage there. We could go get a bunch of money. Doing it. Because I've got enough favor, we can keep doing Electro Sword. Oof. Do we want to throw in the Rangers? I don't know. I don't think so. Okay. So if I do Armored Advance on them, and then we do Tempered Steel, gives me some fading armor. And if I just do Flow Barrier, they'll take functionally nothing. Okay, so Divination, discover a card, put it in the pile. Could do an Electro Sword. I wish I actually knew what I had in my hands. I'm gonna go Shock Bomb. Because, yeah, we don't have much right now. Improvise. $11 damage and fixation, barrier, and persistent barrier. I don't know if this is the right call. Shock him. Probably both sanctuaries. Damage and fixation, damage and shock. Damage and fixation. Okay, armor shred, reduced armor. Okay, so this is becoming bad. Armored advance them. Get them with Electro Sword. They are now stunned and very incapable of doing anything. Let's see. Do I want to do a layered defense? That might have been too much. Well, we will see. So Crackling Gauntlet will just finish them off. 3 times 3, we don't actually know who he's aiming for. Might as well do Catalyze. Might as well do Sanctuary. Might as well do this. Decent amount of damage. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Do another Divination. Why don't we go with Valiant Strike? And then I can do Tempered Steel, which I think will stun them. I guess I should have done Armored Advance to give myself a little bit more damage there. That's okay. I don't think I need more. Yeah, these guys are looking fine. Let's just toss a Shock Bomb. That should take him out. Oh, this is working mostly. So we get a bunch of money. We also get an exposed cache, whatever it is. An amorphous core. So I could get some favor here, which is good. I've got 9 scavengers. 10 barrier to a friendly, 2 barrier to all other friendlies. I do actually like this. Better than flow barrier. Contains a Mythian grade item. Rare item, the normal. Let's see what this is. Computation chip. And then we have a 1 in 4 chance of getting something. Do I want to go for the money? I think so. Oh, we get super grub. I'll take it. Computation chip can be brought here. Modify a lantern card. Okay, so with meticulous delicacy and daring precision, this tool can be used to improve the functionality of a lantern. We could just upgrade one of these. Catalyze. Retain. Cost nothing. Ooh. Actually, a lot of these are very good. Catalyze being retained means I only need to use it when I need it, and it doesn't count against my draw. This just makes it a really good defensive card. I think I'm still going to go for Catalyze for now. Super Grub. Revive or heal. Upgrade a unit action. Definitely that. So what is the Electro Sword? More damage, more shock. More hits, more fading armor. Okay, I think I'm just going to go for Tempered Steel Plus. It's not the best, but it's kind of useful. So we can bring this here, draft a unit action. Or bring it to this guy. We've never done this before. Draft a lantern card to replace an existing one. Or take the item and leave. Let's leave it. And we want to hold on to artifact fragments. Alright. So we get another cycle. Now is it fight time? I think it's boss time. Okay, draft another lantern, barrier, and fading armor. That's kind of good. I think I'm going to grab it instead of static beam. Okay, so we got a couple of options. Last second favor. Artifact fragment, but once again for her. Bring it over here to draft a unit action. Let's do that. I'll just let it go. Custodian auto attack. Apply. Oh. More shock for the rest of battle. Yeah, this is absurdly good. Probably. Okay, so we can go a number of places. Visiting here. Oh, I see. This is for preparing the defenses. What does this do? Oh, drafts a unit action, gives me something. So let's just go here. It's a disaster. Mushrooms have infested and grown over everything. The Sacrosanct will certainly be condemning the district. At least there will be a lot of food. Gain 20. Ah, if I'd thrown in somebody better, we could have gotten more. Well, let's do a last second favor. Good luck with that thing out there. Attempt to restore the useless charm. We get a lantern hearthstone. Gain a unique lantern tech. What does that do? Begin battles with max flow. It's good. Okay, let's go to the curio collector, because we actually can get some things. Remove a unit combat action. Well, I don't need favor that bad, but I'm going to snag it anyway. Because I don't like Crackling Gauntlet much at all. I don't like this either. But it has benefits. Let's buy some favor. Okay, prepare the defenses. Take our chances. Gain 2 max. Go for that. Okay, next cycle should be boss time. Okay, the soldier, marked for death. When locked on for auto attack by the plague soldier. Clears after a turn. Delayed status effect, splash attacker. Alright. So, do we throw the ranger in? I suppose they do a little bit of damage. Okay, armored advance, these guys. So we don't know what they're doing. Special action. So let's start with a shock bomb, for obvious reason. Improvise. Damage and fixation. Discover a card in your draw pile, put in your hand. Go with divination. Snag catalyze. Could start with it, don't need to. Then I'm just going to do safety bubble on him. And then I think we just end turn. Okay, marked for death. Okay, barrier, also fading armor, but that's only if I have nothing. So if I do shock blast, tempered steel, null barrier, catalyze, could do overclock, but I think I'm gonna just do shocking blade. And do I want to do overclock? I might as well get that out of the way. Because yeah, the shocking blade means... Oh shit, that actually did a lot of damage to him. I thought they had plenty of armor. Well, we staggered the boss, so... We'll see how this goes. Let's see. Don't have too much. Might as well do Sanctuary. Gives us a little bit. So, prevents soldier from enhancing its attacks with Deadeye. Stagger threshold. Stagger threshold. Definitely going for that. And then I'm going to throw Deathless Draught on my technicians because it'd be pretty bad if I lost them. Yeah, it looks like Barrier does block Plague from doing damage, which is good. I was really hoping they would auto-attack his weak point. On the flip side, this is working, mostly. Do we do Quick Draw or Sanctuary? Probably Sanctuary. Armored Advance. Plunk that, no more Deadeye for him. And yeah, this isn't going to give me enough. So is it worth it? No, I think I'd just wait. Okay, so this is pretty rough. So yeah, now we do Quick Draw. See if we can get some goodies. We do Shock Blast. Broke his stability. Close enough. And got him with a shock. Yeah, this guy's looking pretty worse for the wear. Valiant Strike. This should take him out. Nope, didn't quite. Lead shot. There he goes. So we took a hit. But otherwise, that actually worked out very well for me. Okay. Restore living units to max health. Enter the next depth. Heck yeah. Alright. Seat of power. Choose a unit, increase squad members by 1. Oof. Probably these guys. So what would this do? Because the main question on this is mostly just combat action flow, gain flow every turn. I think I'm still going to put it on these guys. The workshop, draft a new tech. So targeting scanner. At the start of each turn, apply target command 1 to a random friendly or enemy. Target this with a card to gain 1. So that's quite good. When deploying only a single unit, gains attack bonus and armor bonus. Or, start of each turn, draw an additional card. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 dread. Definitely targeting scanner. Okay, so the merchant probably has new things, if I feel like doing it. I delete favor. Probably just go to the market plaza, see what I can get. Ooh. Gain ally 2. No, definitely side with the shopkeepers. That might have downsides. We'll see what happens. Talk to the locals. Because I could go to the merchant at this point. But I think I'll wait. 5 and 2 cycles. That's not bad. Okay. And take our chances. Do we want another unit action? I think at this point we could use one. Gain provoke. Feeble to all enemies. Damage draw 2. Grab another shock bomb. Not my favorite, but don't hate it. Ooh, do we have 2 mid-bosses? Maybe. I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, all abilities are enhanced. Afflictor. Fair enough. I'm really not sure if I actually care to bring the Rangers out. So let's just ignore them. I guess the one thing is Catalyze benefits from it. Well, if I do Shock Bomb, then Electro Sword, we immediately get it with the Shock Blast, which is good. I guess we're not going to be able to get Null Barrier here. And I'll keep Catalyze. Okay. Do we do Overclock? Somewhat. Yeah. Because it looks like it's going after my... it's going after my Gate Lantern. So we might as well just do Layered Defense. Then I'll pop Catalyze. And give it a Shock Bomb. I could hit it with another Electro Sword if I really want to. Yeah, we might honestly want to get Armored Advance. Okay, Tempered Steel. Probably should have actually just Shock Blasted that. In retrospect, but whatever. Okay, Fathom Tide, and we're doing just boatloads of damage to him. Divination. What do you want to give me? You Catalyze. Improvise. Go for some damage. Probably should have looked at what Core Cycler does, but whatever. I'm probably just going to retain that because I think we're in a good spot. Gain some barrier, but we would just keep zapping it. Tends to attack one of your units at random. Ignores guarding. That should be fine. Sanctuary, Sanctuary. Electro Sword? No. We don't have enough shock. I'll just do a... How much damage is that going to be? It's like 18, so if I do that, I don't think we need to worry about anything. Get wrecked? Okay, so if I just do Tempered Steel again... And then Shock Blast. Catalyze. And then Safety Bubble. And then an Armored Advance. Give this guy some more defense. Because Fading Armor, they do more shock based on how much armor they have. If I could get some way to give them permanent armor, oh boy. Well, we get some goodies. Gain 1, catalyze. I'm honestly pretty happy with what I've got. Oh, Pip, welcome to the undermarket. Not that I have the money for it. Nope. Oh, assemble technology. Oops. Okay, so rotate around here. So dark dealings, 3. Illegal? Kind of in my way. So this would draft me a rare unit. No, we definitely want another one of those. Surgeon. Auto attacks apply rupture. Okay, shadow step. Switch it units zone, then moves surgeon to that zone. So that's quite helpful. Damage apply rupture. Loses health when staggered. Adding rupture to staggered enemies causes health loss. It's pretty good. Shocking weapon to a friendly. Next attack applies shock equal to... Yeah, I mean, that's kind of good. Initiative ethereal. 11 damage and apply fixation. 8 damage, rupture 2. Then rupture immediately. We have feeble. And banish a card from your hand. If it's an affliction, gain 1. So they're good for dealing with afflictions, but that's it. Recoilless to ally. I've just used this guy before. So let's go for the surgeon. He seems fun. Draft a new tech. Oh, I guess because we had the 2 pieces, even though one was in the discard, we still get to do it. So quick draw, game 1. So we start with 2 of these in the draw pile. That's okay. Whenever you shuffle your discard pile into a draw pile, it's okay. Flight of Fancy. Whenever you add cards in combat, add that many +1 instead. Yep. Definitely going for that. Alright, Envoy. Just... Could go for risky encounters. Let's go for a chance encounter. Never mind. I guess we'll go here. Bookkeeper has a special request for you to assist in his burrow at the undermarket. Inspections. Acquire a random basic item if you pass. We get it. Undermarket stirs. It won't be safe to return here for a bit, but we get an ancient manuscript for our troubles. Alright. So what do we want to grab? Super Grub or Reactor Rod? I haven't taken any damage, so I don't know if I need Force Field. Let's go Super Grub. Ooh, he's flashy. Heavy plating, takes less stagger from range attacks, applies plague. Okay, so I think I'm going to do Custodian. Do we want to do Surgeon? No. We have to bring the Technician along. The Technicians give us extra 1 shock to... Okay, so what is this? Splash damage. Flick does damage later. Alright. Oh, I should have done Valiant Strike for starters. Kind of wish there was a, like, redo turn. Saves between actions outside of battle. Too late, doesn't matter. I'm just going to toss that on them, give them a bunch of barrier. Okay, so Downer, this thing also is affected by plague. Didn't quite consider that option. Improvise. Give me a divination. Armored advance, I suppose. This is kind of stanky. At least we've staggered it. But yeah, the lantern's going to take some damage here. At least the dude's almost dead. Yeah, it was Sanctuary that we needed kind of desperately. Oh, if I do Shock Bomb and then Shock Blast. I think we just go for the crit because we just insta-kill it. That was easy. Okay, now how many scavengers do I have? 8. So that actually gets me almost everybody. Some favor. Draft card. Deal 6 damage, hits once for each spent. Apply 2 barrier if that unit already has barrier. Applies persistent barrier. We could get rid of layered defense for it. No, it's kind of good. Null barrier. I think I skip. I don't think we needed that bad. And we didn't get that one. Super Grub would give me upgrade a unit action. So what is this? Shocking weapon 2 to a friendly. 10 damage rupture and then trigger rupture immediately. Starts with that, which is quite good. Okay. So more damage and rupture, but that's not amazingly good. I think I'm actually going to upgrade exactly one of the armored advances. It feels kind of silly wasteful, but still worth it. I don't benefit from that too deeply, so let's go for a reactor module. Okay, they scale. Once again, these two. Okay, so we have Valiant Strike, so we should start with that. Hit the weakest. Gets me fading attack. Move him up. Do a divination. Do an improvise. Into this. Gets me layered defense, because I'm going to do Shock Bomb into Shock Blast to toast that sucker. Because killing one of them is kind of good. Okay, so I can only hit the one in the front, which actually makes this a little tacky, tricky, slightly annoying. Because I don't actually want to use Electro Sword here. So they've been exerted. Annoying. I'm going to see if I can explode that guy in the back. Gives them a bunch of armor. Do we do Catalyze? I could. I don't think it's going to help me. Okay, I guess he takes a smidge of damage. Oh well. If I just do Shock Bomb on them, they explode. Doing 14 damage. Pop Catalyze. I don't have much here. I could stash things, but don't care for it. Unfortunately, they keep hitting him, which is I'm not keen on. Okay, that gets me a sanctuary. I'm having a hard time deciding. Okay, got him with the stagger. Could have hit him with the Electro Sword, but I don't think we benefit deeply from it. I should have maybe moved them up. Oh well. Hate to do that. But we kind of need them dead. I still have enough for a shock bomb. Yeah, the problem is they keep stunning me. And a lot of my damage comes from... I guess we're going to just move them up. Okay, Core Cycler. I'm actually going to reserve both of these. Let's see. What do we have? Electro Sword. That Tempered Steel. Not going to do as much damage as I want. So let's just get him with a big zap. Yeah, not much for it. They're doing 22. I think we just kill. Yeah, so that's why having extra auto attacks probably would be good. But, eh. Okay, let's get some favor. Let's pop whatever this is open, if we can. Ancient Data Log. The Reactor Rod, and can't pop that open even if I wanted to. What does this do? Blessing of Ava. Ah, precious commodity. Sell for 25. Sure. No refunds. Reactor Rod. Pair that. And one more expedition. Do I go money? Go money. Okay, Krabby, 3 stacks, powerful attack, stagger resistant. Oh, stagger resistant 10, reset its stagger gauge. So that's kind of a stinker. Yeah, I still think the Technician is a good compliment. Hopefully that'll make it so they don't take too much damage. And do we do Catalyze? No. I think we just wait. Well, we've got Electro Sword. Pop it on this guy. And I'm running out of favor, which is not my favorite. Probably grab one of those. Null barrier to them. Just zap them once. Well, I could do layered barrier, or layered defense. You know what, I'm gonna do it. We have Catalyze. Please hit the other guy. Nope. Alright. Armored Advance. Hit him for a bunch. Do Catalyze. Or Shock Blast. Take him out completely. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's hitting the guard zone. Okay. And it's staggered. For a second, I thought it was aiming for my lantern, and I got a little worried. Divination gives me anything. I guess I'm just going to reserve. There we go. And just tempered steel. There we go. That was easy. And not nearly as rough as the last time. We get the money. I've got 8 scavengers. Let's pop this open and see what we get. Computation chip. 50-50 or 67%? Let's go for the 67. Beans. No, we got it. That was some favor we desperately needed. Modify another lantern card. Well, considering that's the only thing I can do. So safety bubble's pretty good. Layered defense gets better. That's kind of good. I think that's just more uses. Let's boost 1 sanctuary at the very least. And then next cycle. There's our favor. Glad I did that. Draft another lantern card in case we get something good. We do not. I mean, this one's kind of halfway decent. Oh, is it? I think I'm gonna get it instead of null barrier. Ancient manuscript. Barrier to lantern. Damage and stagger. Another execute. I think I'm just going to go for this one. That was kind of garbage. Oh, I see. So you bring them the first one, and then you bring them the second. That's how it works. Okay, so I actually do have a decent amount of money. We could buy delayed favor again. Sure. Okay, so what can we buy? Extremely, pretty low chance to get a perk. I could forget a bunch of cards, too. Which... getting rid of overclock wouldn't be a bad idea. Well, I can't afford that anyway. Let's just get one of these. Because, yeah, overclock is just clogging my draw. Okay, and... yeah, let's keep drafting new actions. Consumes all rupture on the enemy. Amount times 2. Nope, more shock bombs. I don't know if more shock bombs is exactly good. But I'll take it. Okay. Armor shred. How's these guys? Well, probably going to throw those in. Do I bother with a ranger? Let's see. The main one is gunned down, because lead shot isn't very good. Yeah, I guess I'll snag him. Okay, armored advance. Move him up. Ambush. Damage and apply fixation. Hit that lasher. Give him a bit of rupture. Unfortunately, this is kind of a garbage first round. At least this guy's got armor, so it's not that bad. But, not my favorite. Okay, so what do we got? Shock Blast for a bunch of damage. We do have 2 sanctuaries. I have a lot of energy. Let's start with the sanctuaries, just because. Might be a good round for catalyze, too. I think I'm going to do Shock Bomb on that one. catalyze for the energy, shock blast to near on obliterate him. And do I do electro sword? No, because we're not going to take enough damage. Okay, execute. Rupture, trigger rupture immediately. Quick boost. Safety bobble. Execute. I'm going to leave the lead one behind. Oh, that good enough? Yeah, they are shredding off my armor, which I'm very not happy about because we have no way of getting it back, and it nerfs him kind of annoyingly. Put it on him. Shocking weapon. Do a divination. Shadow step. There we go. They're all up. Stagger them. Wail on them. And then I have just enough that I can give them some barrier. Yeah, we'll want to deal with that guy. That's not a huge worry. Gun down. Let's do another shocking blade. Quick draw, armored advance. Yeah, let's do a quick draw here. Gun down. Nope. Experimental incision. Perfect. And then we don't need to bother with electro sword. Because I'd like to keep my favor if possible. Okay, they're pretty much toast at this point. Execute. Execute. Well, that worked. Some battle experience. Ooh. Quad size improvement. I like those. Okay, delayed favor. Lantern action. Barrier to a friendly unit, all units in its zone. And draw a card. So that's actually kind of good. Better than quick boost, I think. Assemble another piece of technology. And what do we got? Stealth boots. Begin each battle with a lockstep. In hand for each unused deployment. Whenever unit gains exerted, gains 4 barrier. Or Lantern begins with some barrier. Probably going to start with locks. Oh, for each unused deployment zone. Let's go for Soma tablets just in case. Lockstep could be good, but we already start with a thing. Okay, and battle experience. That recruits a new... Hold up. Is this the recruitment center? That's 40. Well, we have 40. Squad member to a basic unit. No, I'm going to take that item and leave. Yeah, last second favor. Market Plaza. Last vapor. Or forget a card. For a unit. Let's actually go for that. I really don't benefit deeply from multiple lead shots. File serum or more favor. Always more favor. And prepare the defenses. Another unit action. Take my chances. Okay, select a unit. Yeah, let's try it. 12 damage, apply feeble. Expensive, though. Another improvise. You know what? I'm going to snag it. Alright. And next boss. That was a lot of mid-bosses there. But hey. Maybe that's how they were planning on making the game a little faster. Whenever you ignore Dread, gain a stack at 9, powerful special attack, spawner, clears ailments. Alright. Deploy for battle. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. This is very silly. Improvise. What do we get? Do I want to go for Gift of Light? I think so. Who needs it the most? Probably them. Oh, and the ranger cannot attack. So, fool that I am, probably shouldn't actually have them here. Explode the dude. Do a shock bomb. So is this one doing? Increases max HP. Kind of fine. Okay, gives an attack bonus. Definitely give it some extra HP. Okay. Give them that, because we're actually about to take an amount of damage unless I can stun it. And that's hitting my lantern for gobs? Oh, we do have barrier. Okay, that's toast. So now we can start hopefully wailing on this guy. Let's grab a reposition. This is gonna sound silly. Move up, gun down. I'm gonna put... Oh. Hitting everybody for 5. I can live with that. Okay, Jolting Infusion. Put on them. Could do a quick draw. Do Shock Blast. Get some staggered. Reduces armor. Minions have less health. The armor is kind of annoying. But I think I want his minions to be worse. Do an improvise, what do we get? Barrier, Gift of Lights. Let's snag another one of those. Who are we applying that to? Them. Okay, hopefully we get something halfway useful. Nope. Okay, we get gunned down. Oh, we didn't break it. Dang. So I should have gone for the armor. Okay, in retrospect, let's put the Gift of Light on that sucker. What do we have? Probably just Trick of the Light. We're running out of favor at the moment. Valiant Strike. Break it. We're going to move them back. Because we actually want them to be using that auto attack. We're in kind of a good position. Kind of. Okay, they're just hitting everybody. We're kind of in an okay spot for being hit. So if I do Shock Blast, Fixation. Don't want to do Electro Sword. We're just going to do Armored Advance on him. Hits everybody. Okay. We don't know what they're doing. And that's okay. Might be charging for big moves. But I can work with big moves. No rest for the wicked. Oh, it's spawning goobers. Just one? Alright. I'm going to reserve that. Get it out of my way. Do I do a quick draw? Yeah. I'm just going to explode that guy. Pop a Sanctuary, and then an Armored Advance, just to give them a little bit more armor, so they do a little bit more damage. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to be able to kill this guy, but they're at least stunned and in a bad way. Yeah, whatever boost that gains, not really an issue. Okay, we have double Dread. Might not be a problem, though. I'm just going to do that. Burn both Dreads. Because at this point, we're doing immeasurable amounts of damage to him. Kind of. Tempered Steel. Nah, just go for the main hits. And yeah, I guess we didn't have to worry about anything. Oh, he gives himself some barrier. Rude. Okay, and he's hitting at everybody for a mess of damage. No, he's not. Okay, everybody heals up. We have another layer to go down. Still feels like this is just a little too long for my tastes. I know it's a personal preference thing, but it's just a lot of game, and it does feel kind of slow. I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep boosting that. I was hoping it would boost his armor, but alas. Draft a new tech. Anything that gives me shock would be amazing. Extra every turn. So that's actually very good. Pre-draw. Return. No, let's go for unflinching standard. We for sure don't have enough money at this point. Let's see. Chance encounter. Ally gains one of each stat. Yeah, let's go. Ally gains one of each stat. Oh, that was for the envoy. That's useful. Should gain that earlier. Oh, we have the work pit now. Yeah, let's see if I can get some money. Failure. Charisma up, at least. Let's go here. Do another inspection. Failure. But we get int. I'll take it. Definitely going this direction. It is, ooh, a 1-unit fight. We know who we're sending. Swarmer, regeneration, splat. Well, You know, the odd part is I could actually send the technician. Because I have no favor at the moment. So this guy is actually not as good as I'd like them to be. We'd just be relying on tossing shock bombs. Let's do it. It didn't knock him out. Shoot. In that case, we should do layered defense. Because they're going to be plaguing the heck out of me, and that's annoying. Get something. Planning. There we go. Quick boost could have been good, too. Give me a divination. Give me another improvise. Or another one of these, or one of these. No, one of these. Because if I can wipe that one guy out off the map, that makes my life easier. Oof. Okay. Sanctuary. Shock bomb. Shock bomb. We don't benefit from doing anything else. Alright. Then there was one. Only doing 9 damage to me. Somewhat manageable. Grab another one of those. He's only doing 9, so yeah, let's just stagger him. Not as useful as I think I would have liked it to be, but that's okay. Improvise. Probably go for that. Just go for the kill. Yeah. That was messy, flawless. Alright, there's our upgrade item. I have a lot of scavengers. Let's go for this one. See what we get. Dream fruit. Detonate shock on all enemies. Draw 1 for every afflicted. Because I could try that instead of shock blast. What's the upgrade on this one? Free. That is kind of good, actually. But I'm not applying that much shock. But this isn't very good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cycle him out. And we got everything. Okay, Monster Bone. Give me a unit perk. So Custodian, whenever they switch zones twice in a turn, no. Start the turn if they're in the support zone, next card costs less. Or... I guess I'm going to go for this one. That was not as good as I was hoping it would be. I'm going to keep getting rid of... let's get rid of Gun Down. It's actually not great. Okay. Artifact Fragment, Super Grub. Oh, it's another one person. Well... Powerful splash attack. We don't truck with those here. chuck the engineers. Don't think about it. Do I go for quick boost or damage and fixation? We don't do much damage, so I should probably go for damage. Give me another shock bomb. He's doing 10 though. Oh, but we do have catalyze. Curious about that debuff. Okay, and it's hitting the platform. We can work with that. We can move them forward. Another sanctuary. Alright, more shock bomb. Knocks him down. Divination. Give me one of these. It gets 50% of its melee damage. Can improvise. Give me one of those. Okay, broken flight. And we're in a good spot. More shock bomb. Another improvise. Let's go for the damage. I don't really have too much else I can do. And then it's just this guy. On his own. But Shock Bomb turns out to actually be a really good card. Probably don't need as many as I have, but that's okay. Artifact Fragment. Let's see. Some favor, which we desperately need. Do we need the money? Do we want to... Oh, it's a 42%? Alright. Now it's an 8%. Yeah, did not succeed. Curious what we would have missed out on, or what we did miss out on, but that's okay. Another expedition force. Computation chip. Yaw. Okay, spawner, webbed. I think we're just going to do these three. I could probably live without the surgeon. Yeah? No. No, we definitely need the damage. Ambush. Probably go for the little guy first. Armored advance. Tempered steel. Leave short circuit. And we don't need to use catalyze. Okay, so he's going to take some damage, but only a little bit. Smack them all. Short circuit. Didn't hit the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. Armored advance, move them up. So we're going to need sanctuary. We need a couple of things here. Let's start with improvise. Go for a divination. Sanctuary plus? Yeah. Catalyze. Gets me my energy back. Damage and rupture. I suppose it has to be him. Do I bother with Electro Sword? No. Okay. Yeah, I don't like it when this happens. Because I can only hit the guy in the front. Okay. Gotta grab that. Let's just do another divination. Oh, I can actually do Valiant Strike. And then pop divination to do jolting infusion on self, probably. Shocking weapon is terrible, actually. I hadn't properly recognized that. Because shocking blade is just what I would hope for, but better. Okay, so we're just gonna go for full damage. Move them back. We're going to do a layered defense on him. My barrier isn't going to take any damage. Let's see. Short circuit. Feels like it didn't hit that guy for some reason. Okay. Go for an improvise. See if I get anything fancy. Yeah, more divination. More shock bomb. And that just explodes them. And then we just do a sanctuary for the sake of careful. Okay, Shadow Step, move them all forward. Tempered Steel. Catalyze, and do we do a layered defense on them, probably? Ow. I was really hoping they wouldn't both go for the Technician, but hey. I can make it work. Valiant Strike. Divination, what do we have? Shock Bomb? Not quite enough. Move those guys back? No. Because we might stun them? No. But the lantern can take a hit. Okay, get a dream fruit, get one of those. I've got 9 scavengers. We could snag one of these and then go for the money. Another steel monster bomb. Yeah, that was good. I'm actually going to go for the minor growth. Because we need that pretty bad. And I'm going to maybe go for the money. Or we get ore. I'll take it. Yeah, I could pawn that item, but no. Blindside. It's okay. Point blank. What if this switches the support zone and next attack applies feeble? Unfortunately, I don't know if they have any attacks. So, I guess I'll do Custodian. Okay. Veteran unit. Guess it's got to be that guy. Another computation chip. Sell. Nope, definitely modify. Because we want to upgrade short circuit so it's free. Draft a lantern card. Draft a unit action. Provoke and enfeeble to all enemies. Attack bonus 2. And forget something. Who has something I don't need? Jolting Infusion. Yeah, the fact that the Jolting Infusion only lasts for a turn is really not great. Draft a lantern. Let's see. That's lockstep to the hands. No. Unfortunately, those are all kind of mediocre. Work for copper? Oh, if I had 3 strength, I could have done more. Buy delayed favor. Yeah. Oh. Ah, not enough cycles left in the depth. Throw them a coin, gain some favor. I need favor pretty bad. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Okay. So we don't need Dream Fruit. I guess I'm going to go for the Reactor Rod, because we should probably have at least 40. I don't remember if you get a perk or a benefit if you get fill in every single one of the barriers. Okay, Bane Turret, heavily armored. Oof. Alright. Support or guard zone. Okay, we get improvise. Let's get shock bomb. Improvise. I'm looking for something defensible. Now I could go angle for a divination. I think so. Get sanctuary. That gives us a little bit. Improvise again. Divination again. Sanctuary again. And then I do have an electro sword, but I'm not going to use it. We need that favor, and we're not really in a dire position. Helping Hand. Boost their damage. Armored Advance. It didn't do much. Didn't need to. I think I'm just going to toss Zap at that one. Because the shock will just kill them. Give me a Valiant Strike. Enough damage to stagger it. Takes off the armor. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so get the Reactor Rod. Biomass Anomaly. You know what? That might give me what I was looking for. It did not. Be nice if you could see what you missed out on. Oh. Allies can now be sent here to upgrade unit cards. Yeah, that's vaguely worth it. I think I'm going to get rid of one of the Electro Swords. Okay, so in that case, we definitely need more Reactor Rods. Now that we've unlocked a bunch of things that I can put them into. Okay. Same general combo. Yarsh. So this time, let's remember to actually do Protectorate early, as opposed to later. Helping Hand is good. I just don't know if I want it now. Okay. Don't like that lad. Poison's not going to be a problem yet. Oh, did we not get Armored Advance? That's unusual. And can't use that for anything. Do we want to just store it? Yeah. Oh. Okay, so that's not great. Didn't stun it. Slightly annoying. I'm just going to plonk that on him. Lantern will take a smidge of damage. He'll take an amount. Yeah, Plague is really nasty. Get a reposition. Could get him out of the way. Let's do that. Okay, Armored Advance. Divination. Catalyze. Gonna do Safety Bubble on him. Can't do Short Circuit, doesn't give me anything. Ow. This is real rough. I think I just do Valiant Strike on that one. We got some barrier. I'm just gonna have to do layered defense on that so I don't lose the lantern. Snag that. Okay, toasted that. And he's stunned. Oh, thank you. Improvise plus. Core Cycler. Quick boost. Not that it really helps us deeply here. Do I bother with Electro Sword? No. There we go. Yeah, these guys do boatloads of damage, but tough dealing with the thing that's tanking. I have... Let's go big. Computation chip, 50-50. Get some favor. Not favor. Not what I wanted. I really wish I could, like, convert those into resources somehow. I'm gonna boost Safety Bubble for now. Let's see about this one. Permanently upgraded to accept allies. Allies can be sent here to forget or upgrade lantern cards. So I think that just unlocks a new thing that I could do if I want to. Do I want money? Another reactor rod. I'm going to go for another reactor rod. At this point, like, most of our progression is kind of stalled out, and I'm not expecting to get more. Heavy plating, afflictor, spawner. We do have to worry about their health a little bit, but so be it. Shocking Blade. Armored Advance. Shock Bomb, Tempered Steel. And I'm going to reserve Sanctuary, because we're probably going to need that. Maybe. Armored Advance, Valiant Strike. We're in a really nice position where I can kind of just skunk them. Let's see. I'll just pop both of those, because we've got Persistent Barrier. Short circuit. Catalyst. Shock bomb a bunch of times. Protectorate. Get layered defense, but we don't need to use it. Oh, it summons friends. I suppose it do be like that sometimes. Boost their damage. Do I bother with layered defense? No, we're looking... Just hit the big guy, thank you. And when the combo is allowed to go, it does not stop. Plunk this open. Well, actually, Feeble 3 and Shock 3 is kind of nice. I just don't know what I'd replace is the issue. Yes. Or unit perks. Admittedly, the unit perks have been kind of so-so today. Some of them are very good, some are not. Unit cards cost +1 more. Whenever you play a card of another unit, this unit's next card costs 1 less this turn. That's not great. Whenever you reapply fixation to an enemy, it immediately triggers an extra auto action or might bonus. I guess I'm going to grab fixation. That's at least somewhat functionally useful. Okay. Wait, I can bring this here? Alright, risking it for a biscuit. We just want to unlock as many options as we can. Supplies the market plaza for the future. Sure. Next cycle. And then it's going to be boss time, and who knows how this is going to go. It does feel like the runs are a little bit shorter than they used to be. Retain, switch a unit zone, which actually is kind of good, but also no thank you. I'm just going to do this. Your old mentor is hammering away at a red-hot copper plate. Turns abruptly, firing off a question. What's better, attacking or defending? Defense is the planning of an attack. Wrong, it's about following the pace of battle, reacting fluidly to preserve. Or persevere. Upgrade unit's combat card to its enhanced form. I'll take it. Oh. Didn't realize I could actually upgrade Shocking Blade. Definitely grabbing that. Perk and a wound. Ouch. Doing it. Maybe worth it. What does this do? That's manageable. Sword and board. Whenever you play a card of this unit, fading armor to it. Oh. Yeah, so we don't want it to be lonely, but that makes it absurdly good. So the Warlock. Switches between Deflector and Flying every turn. Okay. Should be fine. I'm gonna leave the Rangers behind. We don't want them, and I think we get a boost for not. Okay, do I do anything? No, I think we're good. Chest Burster. When drawn, infest a unit with Parasite 32. While a Queen will call it to burst forth. Yeah, it's not great. Who has it? That one. That is going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, so let's burn it. Reduce that amount. And I'm going to move them forward. If we're lucky, that's only going to hit this guy, and they can for sure take it. Kind of. Okay, Shadow Step. Them up. Improvise. Divination. Or no. Go for that. Shock Bomb. Experimental Excitation. We don't have anything else. Get a bit of Auto Shield. Poison Chalice. Yeah, so that's going to be a little stinky. Divination, Shocking Blade. Okay, not my favorite. Let's see, damage and stagger. What's our chances of staggering? Pretty low. Otherwise we could go for the attack bonus. Got it. Worth it. Oh, I probably should have actually held on to that fading damage. It's fine. Okay, so what is this? Protects weak points, break to negate. I don't know what the 99 stacks mean. Okay. Well. Oh, is it just hits? I don't think that does anything. Unfortunately for me. Ooh. 6 blocks. Okay, so let's do Helping Hand. Flicks all friendlies. Including the lantern. Give him that. Yeah, all friendlies, including my lantern. Here's the thing. At least that gives me some barrier. Do Protectorate. Sanctuary. Trick of the Light. Maybe. I think I'm just gonna wait. Catalyze. Gift of the Light. Them. We do Tempered Steel. Then an Improvise. Give me another Trick of the Light. Give them some more armor. We don't take much from this. Oh, it's Parasite. Or Devouring Swarm. It's both. Okay, why don't we do Layered Defense or Tempered Steel, actually. Yeah, no point in doing Electro Sword. It's not well timed here. They've got 15 armor, which should make them kind of unstoppable. Okay, let's do an Armored Advance. Oh. Guess I should just be aiming for that. We don't have any shock. I think we're in a good position here, mostly. I only stays weakened for a smidge, though. Yeah, I was really hoping the surgeons would be more impactful. They've been kind of lackluster. Okay, cleave attack. Yes, I'm aware. I don't think I need to worry too deeply about this. I guess we can scoot these guys back. They don't need to be there. Let's just do layered defense, give them a bunch of defense. Rude? Okay, lob hits the support zone and guard zone. Okay, so it's hitting both. I've got enough stuff that I'm not too worried. Gonna slap more defense on him since he's just burning to death slowly. Even with that extra armor. I'm not quite sure where this guy's picked up all of the fading armor. Oh, it just counts down every turn. Oh. So that's kind of handy, actually. Because you 100% can just stack fading armor. Yes, that's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Because I thought it would just go away after one turn, but no, it counts down. Victory? Well, can't reach the planet's core yet, but that was a very good run. And yeah, it was about 2 hours, which I still think is a little long, but it is a lot better than the, like, almost 3 hours that we had the last time. So we get the Shock Trooper, who I definitely think is better than the previous one. Maybe? Oh, well, in the guard zone. Damage and feeble. Yeah, maybe. I just want more things that apply shock. Or rupture. Well, lightning rod. Double the shock on an enemy. Ooh. 30 damage with a single shock detonation. Electro cannon. This is the guy I was hoping for. 9 damage also hits each enemy afflicted by shock. Shock 1 if the enemy intends to attack. Shock 7 instead. Yeah, these are pretty good. And the rest of these I'm going to have to unlock later. We're also still working on getting Sacrosanct. Oh, but they're not in the game yet. Well, anyway, I love this game. It's one of my favorite roguelike deck builders to come out in the last couple of years. It very much still does borrow some amount of standard roguelike deck builder game design, but on the flip side, I love the fact that you're working with squads of units, pushing them and pulling them, you know, making them on the front line or not, and the synergies you can get with that. I wish the perks were a little bit more interesting. I was getting a lot of perks that were just kind of like, eh, or why, or ew, and I wish there was just a little bit more choice there. Or something, I don't know. It felt like I was kind of mostly winning by nature of the synergies I put together, but the actual, like, honestly, the cards I was getting and the perks I was getting weren't amazing up until the very end. The sword and board guy, that got really good, because, I mean, if you noticed, he had, like, nearly 20 fading armor by the end of it. Didn't stop the degradation attack, but it meant every regular attack would just bounce right off of him, and that was real good. And I think that also meant that he was hitting for, like, 20-something shock per turn, which was, of course, pretty wild. Anywho, for now, I guess I might as well mention that As We Descend is available now on Steam, and it is $20, which is a very fair price for what it is. I know, once again, I'd mentioned that they dropped the price from, I think it was 30, which I think was too steep. The problem is, in a world where Slay the Spire exists, it's really difficult to sell something for, like, twice the price. Unless Slay the Spire got more expensive over time. Oh no, it's actually $25. I think it was 15 when it launched. So, like, I don't know. I think it's just one of those where a lot of people are very burnt out on roguelike deck builders, understandably, and so lowering the barrier for entry just a little bit makes a lot of sense. They might bump it up when the game actually comes out. That is also understandable. But for now, at least, I guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.